they wrapped a rope around her neck. Then they handed the rope to an old woman they called the Angel of Death. This was not murder. To the men and women watching, it was the highest honor a person could receive. We call it blot, the Old Norse word for sacrifice. And for centuries, it sat at the center of everything the Viking world believed about survival, favor, and the gods. Most people picture Viking religion as longships and thunder gods. What actually happened at a blot was slower, colder, and far more deliberate. The clearest account comes from a man who wasn't even Norse. Ibn Fadlan, an Arab diplomat, watched a Rus chieftain's funeral on the Volga River in the year 921. A slave girl volunteered, or was told she had volunteered, to join her master in death. For days she drank, sang, and visited tent after tent, where the men of the camp said their farewells to her, one at a time. On the final night, she was laid beside her master's body on his ship. 6 men held her down. The Angel of Death tightened the rope around her neck, while another drove a blade between her ribs. The ship was set alight. Ibn Fadlan wrote that a Rus man beside him laughed and said the Norse burned their dead so the soul would reach paradise instantly, while his people, who buried their dead, let them rot slowly in the earth. Further north, at Gamla Uppsala in Sweden, the German chronicler Adam of Bremen recorded something even more disturbing. Every 9 years, 9 of every kind of living male creature was sacrificed and hung from the branches of a sacred tree beside the temple. Historians still argue about how literally to take his account, but the pattern of 9, tied to 9 worlds and 9 nights, runs through Norse belief too consistently to dismiss. Here's the part that should unsettle you more than the blood. The Norse gods were not exempt from sacrifice. They demanded it of themselves. In the Havamal, Odin says he hung on the world tree for 9 nights, wounded by his own spear, given to himself, so that he could seize the secret of the runes. The chief god tortured himself to gain power no one would hand him freely. If the gods paid in pain for what they wanted, what did that tell a Viking Age farmer about the price of his own harvest, his own war, his own survival? Nothing was free. Not favor, not victory, not even knowledge. The blot wasn't a footnote to Viking religion. It was the transaction underneath all of it, and everyone, human or god, was expected to pay. If you want to see what happened when a Viking broke that world's most sacred laws, watch what a Nidstang could do to a king. Links on screen now.